And we are live. At least that's what the computer is telling me. So we will see in the chat, which I have seen some of you guys have already started. Uh, it's kind of fun because tonight's going to be a little on the different side, and you guys will you'll find out here why. But I do see STP is first Texas. You somewhat got first with your 308, so welcome to both of you. Greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Oh yeah, I did see that. STP did post in the Facebook group, and I did see. So I greatly appreciate you guys. This was what this is all about: is that networking for everybody to get together and just help each other out. Which I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys have no idea on how much it means for me to be able to be a part of this. This isn't just me. This is us. So thank you again for all of that. Oh, so where we got? So we got 5x5 down here with STP. So I greatly appreciate it. I'm hoping that the mic is doing really well. Again, I'm kind of doing this off of the laptop, off of the new audio. Uh, I, I've got a mouse for whatever reason. I don't even know what I'm doing here, guys. So bear with me. I am not technologically advanced. So, and we've got Palmetto Paratrooper. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And there we go. Excellent. All right. So I appreciate it. We'll because I did not put this out in time to really get a ton of people to be notified. So I'm sure people will pop in as things go along. So, with you guys popping in first, I'm going to give you a little bit of a secret. If you are able to, please stay until the end because I don't know, there might be a giveaway or something towards the end, just because I feel like it. So, for everybody that is new here, welcome, which most of you are not. But anybody that's catching the replay, I want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. You rock. It's people that tune in and do all the fun things that allow me to do the fun things. I know I've been a little bit on the absent side. Again, I apologize. You're gonna have to bear with me just a little bit because of all the things I've got going on behind the scenes, trying to help out with. There's been quite a few people that's messaged me uh, requesting help, and so I'm trying to do that. Home life, trying to get all the things going. I've got 72 days to be prepared for my promotion at work. Uh, Little Rural is going to be starting school here in a few months. There's a ton going on. I know it's not your fault. I apologize. I'm working on it. So we will get there. And we have the legend, the Orlando Prepper. So welcome, my friend. Always great to see you here. Excellent. Yes, hit the like button. I am horrible at doing all that. So thank you for telling everybody, Texas. Absolutely. And of course, we have the yee haw. So I'm sorry, I'm not Southern. I know I said it incorrectly, but there we go. So, for everybody that is here, this is the live 1 hour Q&A. We will go for the entire hour, dependent upon you guys. I will bring up a few things to keep everything kind of rolling, but everything's dependent on your questions, your comments, concerns, topics, anything you would like to discuss, anything along those lines. Now, keep in mind, you guys can chat amongst yourselves like you normally do, and I highly encourage it. That's what this is all about: is networking and getting together as a group. This is about fellowship. You are good here. This is people of like mind that is coming together, and you guys really help each other out a lot. So I greatly appreciate that. And we have Divinely Blessed Designs. Shalom and welcome. Great to see you. We got One Vision. Man, it's been a little while. Glad to see you can make it back. Glad. And, of course, the original moderator, Off Grid Master. No, I'm not giving away silver. So excellent. Excellent. All right. So, um, I was doing a ton of research. I've actually probably got, oh, let's see. I think I've got between 6 and 8 videos I've made. I just need to edit and get them out and get them posted. I've probably got another dozen or so that I need to finish up, do a couple of things before the editing. There's a couple of things I need to add to it. There's a ton of things. It seems like every time that I go in and I start checking the news and I start jotting some stuff down, something really catches my attention and I squirrel and I run off and start digging, and I don't get the time to come back. There's nights where I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning, keeping in mind I get up about 4:30, 5 o'clock to go to work, uh, digging into stuff. So it's definitely been interesting. One of the ones I will tell you within the next couple of days, if not by the weekend, I will be talking about the solar eclipse. I know I've got a bunch of you that have hit me up about that. I am undecided. I will give you a tiny little excerpt because I am undecided. I am leaning towards nothing's going to happen. But because there is something in my gut and I cannot tell you what to do, you guys are grown adults. Uh, I have taken the day off work. One, because it's Monday. And if absolutely nothing happens, then I'm going to have a 3-day weekend to get a bunch of things done. If something happens, then I'm going to be home. That's the way that I'm going about it because something just doesn't sit right with me. I'm doing some research, but again, hopefully nothing happens. Oh, what do we got? Off-grid gold panning. I just ordered one of those. When it comes in, I may make a little short video on how I pan for gold. So, and we got Leonard Mountain Homestead. Hello, Amy. I caught your live today. I was so happy to jump in there and catch all that. Awesome to see you. You're back on and making some content and videos and stuff. I was thinking about you while you was off and sick. And there's been a bunch of people that's sick. On here, I saw Pinball was not feeling well. There's a bunch of people at my work and different friends on Facebook and things that are not feeling well. So something's definitely going down. Yeah, they're shutting a lot of stuff down. I'm putting together kind of an overview slash what Ohio's doing when it comes to this. It is absolutely insane the things yeah. And I hate this. Okay, so bear with me for a second. I've got insider information because it's something that I have seen firsthand, but I can't disclose the actual information. So I'm trying to figure out how to share it without getting anybody in trouble or anything along those lines. Um, so I've got to figure some things. Uh, no, it is not. Let's see what we got. There we go. So come tomorrow and we'll discuss the eclipse madness. So everybody, if you are not subscribed to the Orlando Prepper, remember the Orlando Prepper, go subscribe to his channel and we will I'll definitely be over there. I go and watch his stuff. He's an incredible guy that talks down to earth common sense. So I'm very excited to go see what that is. What we got? Ooh, somebody got a panning set. Excellent. Oh, what do we got? Dun, dun, dun. Got a blood clot in the shoulder. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's not fun. Man, prayers to you. I am so sorry. Man, DHS sent out a white paper to, I should put that up, law enforcement's crazy. Yeah, please email it to me. I have now keep in mind because of where I work, we've got a ton of government contracts and different other things. Um, it's not technically confidential or some high crazy level intelligence things or whatever. It's got to have clearance or anything along those lines. But I've seen different memos and different things. I've talked to law enforcement. I've talked to sheriff and local people. Something's not right. I don't know exactly what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I'm trying to get from multiple different sources. Something just doesn't sit right. I don't know what it is. Until I know, I'm not gonna be one of them guys. Anybody wants to come to the channel and watch any of my content or live stream or whatever, and go. The sky's falling. Everybody freak out. It's not going to happen for me. Just not going to do it. Yeah. Okay. Right there. That's another one. So they did the judgment to where people that cross the border illegally now have two-way rights. That's absolutely insane. I literally was just reading where somebody had a legally obtained firearm, went through, took classes, paid full price, got their concealed carry, got everything that they needed to do, completely legitimate, did a situation to where they defended themselves, did not fire, defended themselves. Um, Ended up getting the firearm confiscated, went through trial, found out that it was completely self-defense and they were completely in the right, never got their firearm back, and then now they're being threatened that they will never be able to own a firearm again, even though they were in the right by the judge. Crazy times we live in. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. That is due to my fancy whatever you want to call it. It's going to change color. There it goes. It's going to go to purple and red and pink, and I don't know how well it's going to work because again I squirrel, so if you guys catch me where I'm going to do this a bunch, that's because I'm watching it change colors. So we will see. Email sent. Yep, it just come across my phone. So excellent, excellent. Which by the way, you can go and get one just for your phone too. I've been working on some of the stuff, which by the way, hopefully, again, sorry, hopefully, if I can get the time, I have started everything up, and hopefully by Monday, uh, you can buy. Now it's going to be a little on the pricey side, so fair warning. You can go to the Rural Report merch store and buy rural coffee. It's going to hit hopefully Monday, so I think everything's going good there. Oh, look at that! There's my long distance sister. What is up, Miss Marissa +1? Glad to see you here. All right. Who else do we got? Yep. Definitely looking forward to the live stream. I love going over to the Orlando's. Absolutely great. Just absolutely great live stream. Yes. You better be doing good. Don't make me come out there. So, all right. So we've touched on a couple of things. We're what 10, 15 minutes into it. So again, you guys, it's all on you. Whatever questions, comments, concern, anything you want to discuss, you let me know. We will go through whatever we can. We will break it out to as close to an hour as we possibly can do it, just like we do every time. And then let me know too if there's other things. It doesn't have to be prep related. If you have a personal question for me, if there's content that you want to see, uh, anything, whatever it is, pretty much nothing's off limits for tonight. Will the coffee, hang on, let me pull that up so I can read it. Will the coffee be like cereal in the 80s with a surprise in the box? No, it will not. And still no emu. You just hold on to that thought. Yes. Yes, you guys hold on to that thought. So, which I showed you guys last time. I'm getting ready to add here in a little bit my sticker board. I got all my stuff there. It's going to be fun times to get my sticker board up and running and to see how it grows. So it's going to be awesome. Still waiting to obtain the knife maker. I can't. I apologize. I cannot reveal who it is because if I do, then it all ends. And so as long as I do not, as long as there's that anonymous part to it, then we somehow have this odd, weird relationship to where we're getting donations, and I'm going to keep it that way because, as you guys have seen, these things are. Let me see if I can grab one. I put them way too far over. As you guys have seen, these things are absolutely gorgeous. I will be getting the details on how to win one of these. I wonder if I can. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. Look how beautiful and gorgeous that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I do not want to give that away. So what we got? Do you think there will be an election this year? I am 50-50. I think by mid to late summer, you'll definitely know the answer. I don't know technically if it's going to be, wow, that's really, really bright. I apologize. dial that back a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. No, it's good enough. I don't know if how it's going to go. Um, I'm kind of almost leaning 51% no. Um, just because I don't think that you can necessarily do a repeat of last election. I just don't see it. And so I think it's going to be the same thing. Now, here's my thing of take it for what it is. I had this discussion with somebody and they were talking about Russia just held their election, and they said that Putin's a dictator, and he got 80% of the vote, and everybody knows that that's false, and he's just this ruthless dictator. And I go, okay, but they had an election. I said, who they're fighting against didn't have an election. And they go, well, they can't because it'll endanger democracy. And I'm like, I don't understand your logic. If you have an election, but you don't buy the results, that's dictatorship. But if you cancel the election altogether, that's saving democracy. So maybe that's the whole plan here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. No election. Yep. I'm starting to see that. What we got here? My question is, where have you been? I have been all over with the back-to-back tornadoes that were 8 days apart. I was helping out different friends, family, well, not family, friends, co-workers, other people. Got a bunch of things going on at the job, things here, uh, things everywhere. So we'll hopefully things are starting to calm down just a little bit. It'll probably be shady. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it'll probably be a little bumpy for the next 2 to 3 months until everything transitions and everything, and then I should be a lot better. So there it is. I want the knife, and Off Grid wants the gold. We got here crazy blowing winds, snow squalls. Man, we didn't get snow. We had crazy winds. Oh man, JS Genesis, welcome and shalom, my brother. Great to see you as always, my friend. What we got? My friend's boss is a legal Ukrainian immigrant, says Ukraine is horribly corrupt and it was better when Russia had it. I would probably tend to agree with that. It was an election last time. Yep. Oh, let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, excellent. Yep. Which we were also talking about that too. If they take the big T man and they figure out a way to take him off the ballot, could you imagine uh the heads that would explode if he won by write-in? I mean, like, seriously, he would be the first person elected president by write-in by all 50 states. It would be it'd be absolutely epic. It would never happen, I don't think, but yeah, it'd be very weird. $600 tree stores closing nationwide. Joann Fabric filed for bankruptcy. 8 more Walmarts closing. And then, did you guys also see the who was it that was closed? Tyson is closing down one of their plants and then going to hire between 40 and 50,000 illegals. That's going to be quite interesting. And keep in mind, I think Pinball did a really excellent video on there because Tyson's kind of a semi-parent company. So there's a lot of other companies that's kind of in with Tyson. So just because if you choose to, I'm not saying it, if you choose to go boycott and you boycott Tyson, doesn't necessarily mean that you're boycotting them if you're just buying their products, but with a different sticker on it. So we got my ex-husband won mayor by write-in when he was 18. That's awesome. Is it just me or is the connection buffering? It might not be you. Let me know if it's me. Again, with all the tornadoes and all the other things, it's not been fun around here. Cell service has been a little same with internet. Let me know if it's me. I will see if I can adjust some settings or whatnot. Taking Mr. T off the ballot has already been shot down. Yes. Hopefully it stays that way. and it should. And here's my thing: yes, it absolutely has, absolutely, but doesn't mean that they're not going to come up with something and try it again a different way, coming at it from a different angle. Um, I don't think it'll work. I seriously don't. So I'm gonna stick with what you said. I think they're gonna, if they're going to do something, they're gonna have to figure out a different way to do it. So, Cheeto, if it comes, just saying, yep, yep, absolutely. And Tyson wants you to eat the bugs. Absolutely. Um, yeah, yeah. And I don't know about you. Who was it? Was it Handwritten Hills, I believe, which she needs to come on, and I'm going to interview her as soon as her life gets calmed down. Um, she put out an amazing article on her Facebook, um, and it went through and did all these scientific names of what bugs are. So that way, if you pick up something and it says something that's like 57 characters with the Batman symbol in the middle, you can go, oh, that's ground up bug. So it was quite interesting to see that. I need to see if I can find it and maybe reshare it out with everybody. So, yeah, don't worry. I did too. We apologize, Amy. I apologize to a bunch. I'm way behind in videos. I'm trying to catch up. So, yeah, and doesn't get Clinton. Did you guys see the person that was shot in the head from an ATF raid? That was the head of the Clinton airport, I believe. Um, don't even know, they haven't even released why they went and did the raid. So, but that's quite interesting. We'll see. Yep, yep. I will definitely be catching the replay. Usually, anybody that has content, if I miss your live or I miss your video the same day, I usually put hashtag replay. They're starting to put the unmeat canned chili and spam. Ooh, gross. Okay. Yep, right there. That's exactly it. The yuck, gross, nasty. Okay. Absolutely gross. Let's see. I'm going to do 2 tonight, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2. All right, so we're about halfway through. There's a couple of you guys in here. If you see right here, there's nothing on this sheet of paper. I'm going to write down a number between, let's go with 25, 1 and 25. All right. If you guys want, put in one guess and one guess only. It'll be the closest one to the number 1 through 25. And the winner will be the very first one to get the Rural Report copper 1-ounce copper coin. So I will give you guys a minute to see. I can never get this thing to focus in there. Oh, that's a little bit better. There we go. It's not bad. All right. I'll give you guys a minute. I'll let you guys go through and do. Yeah, I know. I apologize. It seems like everybody's got something going on, and it's just it kills me. It's one of those ones I remember everybody in prayer because you never know. It seems like it's something's going around, whether it's the sniffles, it's backaches, something way more serious. It's definitely something's going. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh. Did not know that. All right, so what we got? We got some numbers, got some numbers, got some numbers. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so looks like we've got everybody going through. Let's see. Did anybody guess it on the dot? No. Nobody guessed on the dot. Oh man. It's right in the middle. Do I pick 2? Do I just split it and give it to 2 people? Or do I do you can't go over, or what do I do? You guys tell me. Should I just give it to both? I cannot believe you guys split. You did right in the middle. Of course you guys would. Um, yeah, you know what? We're just going to do both of them. All right. So number 13. So 2 up and 2 down from that is 11 and 15. So that is Amy and Divinely Blessed Designs. Congratulations to you both. Um, I am going to put aside one of these for each of you and email me. It is the rural report at protonmail.com. If you forget that, actually, I can post that into the comments if I can spell. At and did it take? I think it took. There we go. There we go. So there's my email. Email me your name and address, and then I will get these packaged up. And congratulations to you guys. You guys will be the first 2 people on planet Earth to have an official Rural Report 1-ounce copper round. Do not spend this all in one place. It is not worth very much because it is copper, but it is near and dear to my heart, and so it has extraordinarily sentiment value. So excellent, excellent, absolutely, absolutely great. All right, so we are what? We're halfway through. So you guys fire away whatever questions. Remember, it does not necessarily have to be prepper related. We can talk about news, personal. My favorite color is red, in case anybody was curious on that. Dun, dun, dun. I do have your address, Amy. You technically don't have to. I'm writing you down now. I keep your address. I gotta scroll way back because I lost. Oh, Divinely Blessed. Man, I apologize. My memory tonight, and actually, okay, there we go. So I got you guys written down, so that way, hopefully, I won't do. So congratulations to both of you. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Sending something my way. Excellent. Mr. Leonard Mountain. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the coin out there. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Which one of you guys is getting the coin? Is it Amy? Is it Mr. Leonard Mountain? Is Marissa going to come by and swipe it, or Grumpy? So, well, that's going to be an interesting one to see who ends up grabbing it. All right. So what else? What is there anything in the news? Anything that you guys would like to know, talk about, discuss, anything along those lines? Vision Preparedness is in Ohio and hosting some sort of bug out trip with other prepper YouTubes. Told them to check you out, please. Yes. I have not even heard of Vision Preparedness. I will have to go look that up. I appreciate that. It's Mr. Leonard's. Should I address it to Mr. Leonard at Leonard Mountain Homestead? Which most of you are dun, dun, dun. Most of you are you got the blue wrench. So if you guys will, you guys can post channel links down, so you guys can absolutely go through and make sure that everybody's got a channel or whatnot. Let's see. Oh, look at that. You guys are dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. All right. Going through trying to learn how to do all this stuff. Bunnies might be born tonight. Oh, you got bunnies and kittens? Excellent. That is awesome. Do you think they will actually let... there's the question. There is the question. So let me tell you guys, I was listening, and to keep in mind the way that I work, for some of you that you haven't followed very long, I'm an extremely open-minded person. I will listen to you 95% of the time. There's a few topics I'm done. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I'm done. Um, but if you have something that you want to discuss, I will listen to you and I will give you that respect as long as you can intelligently tell me your idea and get me from point A to point B. Give me your thought process. Tell me, here's this is how I came to here, and I'll go through it. Doesn't necessarily mean at the end that I'm going to agree with you, but I'll listen to you. So I was listening to this podcast and this guy came on and he was talking about um he came on and he was talking about the way that you were growing up. So you were taught that Russia's bad, Putin's bad, China's bad, North Korea, blah blah blah. All these, everything in history, all that they're bad. And then as you get a little older, you start to hear something or somebody talk about something, and so you kind of look into it a little bit on your own. And then you're like, well, wait a second, that's not entirely the truth that I learned. And you start opening your mind and you start looking at things at a different perspective. And then it turned around and he goes, so if you have that thing to where you're like, well, wait a second, maybe I've been lied to, or the truth hasn't been completely 100%, then why can't it be about everything? And the way he laid it out to where he was like, if I say the name of like Hillary, do you immediately just be like, oh, bad, evil? Or is it somebody that you like said bad and you just instantly follow and say bad? And I'm like, I see where you're going with this. I disagree. And I think that she's probably evil scum that we'll probably not get into so I don't get banned. But I definitely see where they're going with it. You can really become closed-minded very, very quickly and very, very easily. And you have to be careful, because if you feel really passionate about something and somebody says something, it'll close you off to where maybe you go, you know what? Maybe it's not what it's supposed to be. But again, there's certain other ones that, yeah, I know. That's what I was laughing about. There we go. So there is STP's channel. If you are not subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as JS Genesis Designs. Makes absolutely amazing things. I would definitely go check out his website, as well as his Facebook page. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Love ordering from him. Very, very good stuff. So what else do we got? Let's see. So we've got spring is pretty much here. Who's doing what for spring? Is anybody getting anything new? Is anybody doing anything different? Are we getting a new animal? Are we expanding? Are we growing something different? Is anybody doing anything along those lines? Scorpion is a little on the busy side. He may pop in. And keep in mind, I did this last minute because I didn't want this to actually go out like days or hours, because I wanted to do a giveaway. And the way that I wanted to do the giveaway was give it away to the people that are actually coming in all the time. And that's pretty much all of you guys. So that was kind of my doing. Now, actually, once this live stream ends, I will put out the link for next week's live stream. So, but yeah, tonight was kind of by design, which designs. What else do we got? So are we pushing into the woods? We are pushing into the woods a little more. Yeah, I saw that you were getting the tractor out and you were playing a little bit. And I loved watching it. I love watching you guys and the homesteads and the way that you do things. It gives me ideas on different things, as well as I just like to follow the process. And my only advice, take it for what it is. Make sure whatever you show the process, even if it takes months, because I'm one of them people that I will watch it and you will do 2 or 3 and then you will just cut off and move on to something else, and then in 6 months I'm going to email you going, did you get the brush pile moved? So Had an unexpected lamb born 2 days ago. Oh, oh. Well, I mean, that's kind of a blessing. It's always great to have, an extra lamb. Breeding rabbits, 2 chickens, cold and snowy to do any of the garden. Yeah. Yeah. That's here, and I'm sure it's gonna be just like that for most of us. It's kind of in that mid area, the New Yorks, Ohio, Pennsylvania, things like that. The way the weather's just been like this, you get a couple of days of your like upper 60s, low 70s, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna plant, and then all of a sudden it's snow, and you're like, oh, I can't plant. So yeah, yeah, garlic, getting snow. Yeah, my wild onions are doing. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what we got here? So Israel asked Samuel for a king. He warned them that the king they wouldn't be good. Short version, they said they wanted a king, and yep, absolutely. That is a great story out of that. That sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. It's that whole thing of kind of the old story adage, whatever you want to say. Be careful what you wish for when you do a thing for a genie. If you pop in and you say, "Oh, I want this," and the genie does it literally, and you're like, "Oh, that's not what I meant." It's the same thing right here. You got to be careful what you're asking for here. So, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I saw that on your Facebook, tree grafting. That's got to be a new addiction. I bet it is. Yes. Yep. Right there. Time to get those gardens. You need to be planning. If you are not planning right now, you should probably have already had your stuff planned out. Plan your garden, and that might be a really good topic on a video to come up on the way that you do this. You need to uh, go as hardcore as you can. Now I know some of you might live in apartments or you live in a smaller area and you don't have a very big garden, but you can still get creative with it. Make raised beds, do window sills, do whatever you can to try and maximize. This year is going to be a really good year to try and get the most in the ground as you possibly can. Keep in mind, get creative. Okay, look for different things. Potatoes. Okay, potatoes don't even need soil. As long as there is an organic matter of mass of some sort, potatoes will grow in straw or compost or anything along those lines. They don't need dirt. Okay. Grab whatever you can, throw something in a bucket, throw something in a tote, a bin, throw it in a big pile. Just dump your compost out and throw potatoes in there. Grow. This is going to be the thing. Map it out, plan it out, get everything, get organized, get ready. So when the day hits, you can get outside and you can start getting stuff into the ground. This nation doesn't deserve a good leader. According to Daniel, God raises men to the throne and removes them. Yes. I honestly believe the greatest leaders that you can have, and I know this is going to go from big to small, whether that is somebody that's like a store manager, somebody that does a sports team, all the way up to like presidency. Um, the person that doesn't want it is probably the best one there is. And I'll die on that hill. The person that you're like, everybody in the entire thing is going, this is the guy, and he's going, no, 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 I don't want that. That's your leader right there. Yes. Thank you, Amy, for sharing all the stuff. Yes. I am behind on the seed exchange. It's actually getting a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. I am up to now 12 people that have come in and asked for help, which again, I have said that I will not release names or anything along those lines. Um, it's actually 13. The 13th one, though, is more than just seeds. Definitely not going to get into that one. They were extremely hesitant about reaching out, but they are in a very, very bad spot. And so it's taken some attention, some prayers, and some other things, but it's working out. It's working out. So, but yes, I've got a list right here and I've got the seeds right here. I'm working on it. I trust me. We will get things going. It just seems like everything I can throw a wrench into the plans seems to hit all at once. Pray for this country. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Eh, there is something about, I'm telling you, there's something about this eclipse. I'm not going to be one that's going to go through and say the sky's falling. Something's off. You know, that whole thing where just something right here just doesn't feel right. There's something here in me, and that's why I'm not going to give anybody advice on it yet, and I may never give advice on it. But something just does not, something doesn't sit right. So, yep, absolutely, great point. Hay bale, yes, yeah, and it's one of them things. Potatoes are so versatile. There's so many things that you can do with them. Um, they keep real well. They're really easy to grow. You can do so many different things, food related and non-food related. I mean, you can make potato bread. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with potatoes. It's one of the ones everybody, every single person should grow some sort of potato. Yes. Giving my daughter some of my 5-gallon buckets to start her garden. That is amazing. Amazing. Great. Heartburn. Yes. Um, there's so much. I have seen so many different people that will take the potato skins and do different things. People that'll press potato and do something with the potato liquid that comes out, the juices. I mean, obviously you can fry them and you know fillet them and eat them whole, and you don't even have to cook a potato technically. You can just eat it as it is. So, yeah, but I mean, look into everything. You do not have to grow things super hard. You don't have to get the rarest pepper there is, or get something that requires the right, you know, acidity or pH balance in your soil or this. Go get something to where you just take and throw it down and walk away. Okay, get something in the ground. This is definitely. Thank you. I knew somebody was going to say it. I figured, yes, you can make potato vodka. Yeah, I figured somebody was going to do it. Yep, bucket potatoes. Yep, yep. And we're going to do something with that. Um, maybe, yeah, you can post pictures on here. We might do a thing to where we do pictures. You know, hey, shoot a picture of your garden, shoot a picture of how. Maybe we'll do a little thing. How do you growing your potatoes? Take a picture of how you're doing it, and we'll see how many different people are just planting them in the ground, how many people are doing it in a raised bed and a 5-gallon bucket, and we'll do maybe a collage of you know everybody that's growing potatoes this year. I agree, something is off. I feel a sense of urgency, not just fear. Um, yeah, and it's what's so odd about it. And let me know because again, I'm studying more of Ohio than anywhere else. But they're stressing the hey, there might be cell phone disruption because there's going to be people along the rural routes, and so it's not you don't have as many cell towers in the big city as you do out in the rural, and so many people out in the rural area is going to overload the cell tower. I don't buy that at all, but I get the thought process. But they're pushing paper maps a lot, and the only reason to have a paper map is GPS. You can take the SIM card out of your phone to where you have no cell service whatsoever, but GPS still works. And so if they're saying have a paper map, that is satellite related. Something's off. Something is definitely off. I don't like it. Schools are canceled. They're calling out National Guard. There's all sorts of things. It's that something's not right about this. I don't know if this is something to try and scare somebody into panicking. I don't know if they're setting the stage for something. I don't know what it is. We have gone through a ton of different solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, uh, the ring of fires, and all that. And none of this has ever gone down this way. So something's off. I don't know what it is. I cross my fingers, whatever I got to cross, pray, whatever, that nothing happens. But yeah, we will see. So scripturally, the sun is a sign to the nations, the moon is a sign for the people of Israel, and that the day of Israel starts, their countdown to Passover. Hmm, interesting. Interesting. Yes, please. Absolutely. Most of the greenhouse is planted. Excellent. Love to hear that. My garden is raised beds. You see them in the videos. Can't wait to see those. If you're really worried, get a paper map and a compass. Yes, and learn about it. Okay, everybody should know how to read a regular paper map as well as a topographical map. You should know a basic compass. If you could have a protractor and all that to be able to actually go through and do your own, that's the absolute. But I know with time and things, at the absolute minimum, you need just a regular paper map that you're going to go get free at the roadside rest, and a compass, and a halfway decent compass, not some cheap $1 compass, a halfway decent compass and a paper map. Yep, right there. Yes, land nav skills is something you should have. You would be absolutely surprised the people that I run into that cannot tell the difference between north and south. It goes back to the one that it seems like that everybody will get is in the Avengers when they're getting attacked and the little flying whatever that thing's called, and the guy goes, quick, put us over the water so that way if we crash, and he goes, I can't, the navigation's down, and the guy goes, is the sun coming up? Like, you can't tell your sense of direction. So that's the way I feel a lot of times with a bunch of people, especially at work. I'm going to go, hey, when you go down this road, head north, and they look at you and I go, turn left towards the McDonald's. Like, I have to dumb down my directions because you don't know the difference between east and west. It kills me. But again, that's where we're at. You know, you don't do math in your head because you have a smartphone. You don't know north and south because the car just tells you turn left. We get so dumb by technology, and it's going to be a very big downfall once that thing gets taken away that you have become so dependent on. It's over. That thing that you're dependent on is also the thing that will teach you how to not be dependent on. And once that thing gets taken away, most people they're not going to have something to go learn from. They don't know people like you and me because we're not in their circle, and so they'll never know how to do land navigation and how to do all the fun things that we do. So he got nothing to say. Oh, I'm staying out of that one. Completely staying out of that one. Oh, which I apologize. I'm a little bit wired. I actually got like 6.5 hours of sleep last night. I think that I may have found this temporary solution to my sleep. It is very weird and whatnot, and so I'm putting it to the test to see if it actually works. Because for the past couple of days, it has worked, and I have been getting sleep. So it's one of those kind of like a superstition where you got to throw some salt over here and hang a sock on something and whatever. But it's working, and I'm not going to question it right now. So we will see. If you face the sun, there you go. Absolutely. It is insane the people that do not know the things that most of you and I have learned growing up. That thing that you knew at 5, 6, 7 years old, people that are 20 right now have no clue what you're talking about. You're like, which way's north? And they're like, Google, which way's north? It's one of those things, and it's asinine, is what it is. But we'll leave that for a different one. Totally wired, hardly any sleep. Yeah, you definitely need sleep. Live till midnight. Oh, had to get up. I saw that. I was flipping through trying to get caught up, and I saw one of your lives. It was like 4.5 hours. I don't know how you guys do it. Well, the same thing with Ryan Hall. When he went live during that last one, he was live for like 13 hours straight. I don't know how people do things like that, but I hats off to you guys. So, speaking of hats, did you guys see I got a haircut? All my gray, I just cut it off instead of dyeing it or doing anything. I just cut it off. That's how I stay young and vibrant. You had to get up at 6? Oh, man. I'm so sorry. It makes for rough. Yeah, it makes for rough times. And, and let's bring that around into preparedness. So all them people that think they're gonna lone wolf it or they're gonna do, uh, just who's in their household or whatever, there's 2 or 3 of you. If you get lack of sleep, especially for a prolonged time, your decision making is horrible. Okay. You're going to do things out of desperation. You're going to become very grumpy very, very quickly. It's not going to be a fun time. You have to be able to get sleep. You're already going to be stressed out. There's going to be so much going on. And there's a lot of things that people don't understand. A lot of people that think right now, hey, if SHTF happens, I'm just going to tromp out into the woods. Okay. First of all, when's the last time you've been in the woods? Second of all, have you ever been in the woods by yourself at night? There's so many weird noises and sticks breaking and leaves getting, trampled and whatever. Anybody that's not been out in the woods and camped a lot, this is their first time in 20 years to go out in the woods, they're not going to sleep for a month. So it's going to be interesting to see how all these come around. Sleep is extremely important. Young and vibrant. Yep. I'm right there with you. I'm young right here. Definitely young right here. But I'm starting to get to where certain things take an extra half a second where I'm going, well, wait a second. Hold up. Yeah, and I'm laughing too. Decrepit. Oh, 4 hour rotation. That is awesome. That's a really good one. Awesome, awesome. Fine motor skills are the first thing to go with sleep deprivation. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Your fine motor skills, it affects your decision making. It affects just your emotions and the way that you interact with people. There's a lot of things that come with just sleep. Just one thing when it comes to sleep. If you don't get your sleep, I mean, across the board, it's just, it makes for a bad time for everything. You don't want to be around them. Nobody wants to be around you. You're not going to be able to do things. I mean, can you imagine to where, let's say you've been up for 48 hours and all of a sudden here comes somebody, tromping through and they're coming up and they're going to do you harm. They're screaming and yelling, doing things. Can you imagine trying to take aim and you haven't slept for 48 hours? Yeah, good luck. Yeah, right there. That's exactly what I do. LOL. Good luck there. I've always been old school. Body's trying to catch up. The mind is willing, the body is slowed down. Yep. Yep. Several times in Boy Scouts, snipe hunting. Yeah. Yeah. And that brings up a really good point. When it comes to this, that's how you get people involved. Okay. We've talked about it. To take and you've got some of these younger kids and to do something like snipe hunting, you got some teenagers, take them out paintball, you know, take them out airsoft. For one, it gets communication, it gets community, it builds, it's a team building exercise. You're having fun, you're moving around, you're gearing up, you're putting weight on, you're doing a bunch of things in a pretty safe a manner, and they will look forward to it, and it's real easy of a transition. Once you do that, a couple of months or whatever, to go, okay, now we're going to take this out of your hands and we're going to put this in your hands. So they've got kind of the fluid of the way that everything's working. Keep the coffee flowing. Yes. Which I am excited. Um, you know what? I may hold off. I may do the coffee a week after because I haven't even got my first bag yet. Maybe I'll wait and make sure the coffee is good before I roll it out. I can see that I get too excited and roll it out and it tastes really bad. Try 72 hours? No. No. No, I'm not doing it. Nope. You can do it. I believe you. Hats off to you. I cannot do something like that. I think my max was like 38, just shy of 40 hours. Nope. Nope, not doing it. Oh, I've done 16-hour rotations after 10 or 12. Yeah, it gets tough. Yeah, it absolutely does. Trying to think, because I was working two full-time jobs and I was like that. Yeah, it's rough. Um, and you can't do it for very long. I know people's different. Some people can't do it at all. Some people like me, I can't do it for very long. Um, it actually put me into the hospital for about almost a day, to where I had all sorts of different blood pressures and everything going on. They put me on oxygen. They put me on a sedative. They did a whole bunch of stuff that they thought that I was seriously at, like, I forget how old I was, 25, 26 years old or something like that. They thought I was going to have a stroke. And then they suddenly realized that I was just working two full-time jobs where I was working 100, 110, 120 hours a week nonstop for months. And then it was like, yeah, you should probably let one of those jobs go. And lo and behold, within a couple of weeks, everything was fine. So they were right. Kudos to them. Just like that. Yep. Kudos. Yep. When they were little. Yep. Oh, it was for the kiddos. Sorry. I had it in my mind. Yeah. And that brings up another one too, as we get near to the end of this. Um, when you get that sleep deprivation, just imagine what it's going to be to have a kid. Now, be on both sides of this. So let's say that you have like a little rural, okay? You got somebody that's 3 years old, 4 years old, somewhere around in there. You have been up for 40, 50, 60, 70 hours. You're everything shaking. You are absolutely miserable, all of that. And then that kid has been sleeping. They don't have the stress. They don't know anything's going on really. And all of a sudden they want to come up to you while you're trying to scope and go, wait a second, did I see something move? And they want to start pestering you. Can you deal with that? You know, some of you that are parents and grandparents, or you have nieces or nephews or whatever, if you are sleep deprived and you've been up forever, you're tired, you're hungry, everything. Can you have that little kid just come up and start, hey, hey, hello, hey, or are you going to do something that's a bad, decision? And on the other end of it, you have somebody that has a kid, and that kid is cold, tired, hungry. The person that they're with, has been up forever trying to keep the kid alive. They're going to be extremely desperate. They're going to make a very bad decision more than likely when they come up and encounter you. Are you prepared to encounter people that are sleep deprived, that have kids? People that have kids is not going to let a kid go hungry. They're going to do very, very desperate things in order to feed that kid. Uh, Hopefully, we never have to find out anything along these lines. Oh, and speak right there, right there. Scorpion Metals made it. Welcome, my brother. You came in a little late, but you came in just in time. We actually gave 2 coins away, so I appreciate it. Everybody, shout out to Scorpion Metals. He is the one that created this, so excellent. Moose Run. Yep. If you do not buy rural coffee, then definitely check out Moose Run. They I have a bag of Moose Run. They are very, very cool. Very good. Yep. Yep. Look at everybody. Excellent. All right. So we are within our last minute. So I am going to wrap up. So again, I appreciate you guys. I told you why I did not throw this out there. I wanted it to be special. I wanted it to be for the people that look out for when we go live. If I put this out, to where people had 5, 6, 7 days to plan for this, we would have had 20, 30, 40 people in here, and who knows who could have got this. I think everybody that's in here is in here every single week. So it worked out exactly how I wanted it to. So absolutely amazing. Amy, I've got yours. I will go ahead and get your stuff set up tonight. Divinely blessed. Email me as soon as I get yours. I will get these in the mail and hopefully out this week. You guys should get them pretty shortly. So it'll be fun. But again, I want to thank you guys. The whole reason I do this is because of you. I always have a great time. Remember to try and share this out. We are really close to our 2,000 mark. We will do our giveaway at the 2,000. We're also going to do our giveaway when we get to 500 videos, which we're coming up on very quickly. And then we're going to do our Caleb House. I don't even know what to say. We're going to do something for Caleb House. So as soon as I get all that, we'll get all the seed exchange stuff going on. We've got a ton going on. So as soon as I get it all, I will get it out to you guys. Again, I appreciate it. Make sure you do go and check out the Orlando Prepper. I will be there hanging out tomorrow, watching in the chat. So make sure you come say hi to me and check him out. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing and blessed night. And I'm going to go do all the fun things that I need to get done before I go to bed. So above all else, please remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.